beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running up pretty well, too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week. 20 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Gordon's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gaskin is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw hauled in by QT here.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Darnold. And complete to Zach Ertz. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 6-0 our score after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold looking middle, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Darnold on third down.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Darnold from the red zone now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now it's Darnold. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call.
After review of play, you're going to field it first.
So Matt Rule able to challenge that one successfully.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold dancing away at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold completes it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To the air again, Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tua now on 1st down. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more.